for industry news and straight up fun. I am your host, Carolyn Orff, and today is December 13th, 2023. Oh gosh, if you guys could see what happens behind the scenes, sometimes it's just so funny. And I have got to turn off an app so it doesn't beep, beep, beep while we're on. But it is so great to see all of you today. Let me know that you're here by putting a little note in the chat. But first, let's start with Happy Hanukkah. I hope that you all are enjoying these days of celebration, and that it's been a special time with family and friends. So, post your pictures. Let us know what you've been up to. On December 1st, we embarked on our 12 days of learning, and today, believe it or not, is our 9th day. So today, on our 9th day of learning, KHM gave to me destination groups. You guys, this is a game changer for those of you that want to get into groups. This addition to the LMS is the best place to go to learn more about how to do groups, one of the fastest growing segments in travel. And our guest today is going to share some thoughts on that as well. With an easy introductory course and several supplier specific sessions, this is a destination you do not want to miss. So, and of course, if you're attending the group camp in March, you are required to watch some of these videos. So we can't wait to see you all there in March. But for those of you that are not going to be there, please make sure that you go in and do this destination. It really is fantastic. Joanne and Kevin have worked endless hours to make this come together for all of you. So take advantage of it. We are moving ahead in a very busy time of travel, so be sure that you've checked on your clients' reservations. They have read their documents. Of course, that's the hard one to guarantee, and that your clients know who to reach out to in the event of a problem during their travels. So, give them those numbers, give them your number, and we wish you all a very peaceful and headache-free season. But if you've been watching Facebook or Instagram, you have seen the incredible number of pictures coming through this season for the Christmas markets, particularly in Europe. It has been an incredible season, and here to talk to us more about this opportunity for you and your clients is Tresa Reed with Viking Cruises. Hello, Tresa. How are you?
Well, hi, Carolyn. It's so exciting to be with you.
And look at that background.
Yes, this is Cologne, Germany. I'm in the Christmas market right in Cologne in front of the Gothic church.
It's absolutely stunning. And I'm so glad that you were able to get that up for us to bring home the spirit of the show today. So let's talk. I just feel like this has gotten so popular. Where we used to say the Danube or the Rhine during the summer would be everyone's first trip on the rivers. We're kind of seeing that it's now the Christmas market. So what is so special about these rivers during this time frame that makes this kind of not a bucket list for anyone, but kind of that number one trip that's on their list these days?
It is. People are talking about it all the time because it is so festive. But it's not only on the Danube and the Rhine, but they have now reached out to the Elbe, the Paris to the Swiss Alps. So more countries are taking it in and putting these stalls up, and it just gets people in the spirit. And if you've ever been there, it is just such a fun time to see the lights and the people out and the music and the singing, and the food. It was just so much to do and see when you stop in every port in Europe during this time.
So paint us a little bit of a picture. If we're on the ship and we're going down the river and we show up in a town, are we taking a bus somewhere to get to the market, or is it literally within walking distance of the ship and you are there really immersed in that community and everything they have to offer for that market?
Well, with Viking, we pull up right to the middle of the city, and typically they'll do a little walking tour that's included, and the markets are right there. So when you're finished with the excursion, you can just go over to the markets, or some of them have a tour that would embrace the Christmas holiday. If maybe you're going into a abbey or going to the vineyards, everyone has the decorations up and maybe the carolers, and they all have some festive food. Some of them have the roasting the chestnuts outside, and it's just such that warm feeling. You probably heard of the glue vine.
Mhm.
That's all over the hot chocolate. I mean, it's every port you go to is just decorated in Christmas.
Now, is every port the same? Because I know for people like my husband, he'd be saying, "Oh, again?" Or is every destination different?
Well, it is. Every destination's different. And I did take my husband. And here's what's so different. I mean, everybody decorates a little bit different. But if you started in Budapest, that's Hungary. So they have different traditions and culture.
Mhm.
But one thing I did was I collected the little Christmas ornaments at every stop. And my husband's like, why do you need another Christmas ornament? But you know what? Each one has some original ones, and you have to find them. But when
Mm,
I get home, I put the year on it. And I every year when I hang them on the tree, I have the memories of that
right.
time. And so every stop, there may be some similarities, but every stop they have it decorate a little bit different, and they have their little theme and traditions of that city that or village that you're going to visit.
And does the glue vine change as well? Or just the
It
mug?
does.
It's my understanding the mug.
It is the mug and maybe the Viking mug. But no, but yes, the glue vine mugs change. So every city has a different color. So people will collect those. And the glue vine is a little different. I mean, some are a little sweeter, some are a little more bitter, some of them might have a cinnamon taste. But of course, it is a glue vine, they call it, but it's wine, and mulled spices. So all of them are a little bit different. That's what's fun about it.
So tell me the best way to go about booking this. I mean, we're I think a lot of people would say, oh, 9 months out. But really for Christmas markets, we're almost a year out, right? Just, I mean, maybe not for individuals necessarily, but certainly for groups, if not longer.
Well, I just looked because I thought, our listeners would want to know, but 2024 is almost sold out for the Christmas markets. There may be a few dates, but we actually have 25 and 26 selling right now.
Wow.
Can you believe it? And people are booking it. They're getting groups of family members
Mhm.
or a group of women or couples, and they're booking ahead of time for the Christmas markets because keep in mind, it starts after Thanksgiving and then it ends right around Christmas. So it's that whole festive time in pretty much December.
So if someone wanted to put together a group for this, what would be your number one tip for them to do? How would you
Well,
attract those couples to do this?
Well, you get one person interested and they're somebody that knows a lot of people. You book it in the group department right away and you let them know that you're going to probably have a group, and then you put your promotion out there and people will and start talking about it. And before you know it, you have 15 people going with you or more on the Christmas markets. And then all of a sudden somebody waited and they can't get on because it's
Mhm.
full. So I can't tell you enough that these groups work, and the family members and the friends that get together and they want to go together. I mean, my friends want me to take them
Right,
next year.
right. Well, and I feel
And
like the age group for this has gotten younger as well, right? Not just for river cruising. We know it's gotten younger for river cruising on the whole, but even for the Christmas markets, there's something majestic about it. And I think if you get the snow and you're in these towns and it's purposeful. Um, and what a way to gear up to such a magical time of year by going to these towns and experiencing Christmas from their perspective.
well, so many of the cities, and like you said, people start talking about it and they just love this
Yeah.
season. Excuse me. Some of the popular items are the gingerbread cookies. Excuse me.
Yeah, everyone's got a little bit of a tickle these days. Oh, that's okay, you guys. Sit tight here. I've been fighting it too.
Carolyn, I think I need the glue vine. You get that dry cough.
Yep, that's what we need.
The pretzels.
Did you so some of the fun things, the gingerbread, the pretzels,
The waffles.
ooh,
The sausages.
I'm going to talk for a minute here so you can cough again.
Sure.
One of the things that I was doing a little bit of research on, I don't know if people are aware, these markets started back in the 1300s, which I think is just so interesting when you think about just the importance of them and the longevity of these, bringing people together for the same purpose. And when you think about ornaments from each location, is it because they're a town that they harvest apricots, and are you doing an ornament that's centered on that theme? Are you doing it on chestnuts? I think that's the cool part about this experience, is you're really digging deep into what that town has to offer, and we know each European city offers something a little bit different.
Yes, they take it from the advent calendar in some areas. My gosh, I haven't been like this all day.
We're your good luck charm.
Yeah, in Austria, they have the mythical creatures, the Krampus. Each town has a little bit different theme, and they do make different things in each city according to the year and the liking of what people want. But Strasbourg, Germany, or Strasbourg, France, actually started the Christmas markets in 1570. It's been going on that long. And it's actually the oldest city that started the Christmas markets. And then it moved on to all these other towns. Cologne, Germany, which is a very popular one. Vienna, that one's beautiful.
I have recently seen pictures of that, and it's stunning. Absolutely stunning.
So the chocolates, the handmade crafts and ornaments, the decorations, different unique gifts that people can bring back for their family. There's just so many things going on. And then the music and the families coming out and the different stalls that are all different. And just the towns and squares are all lit up with just the most beautiful lights and Christmas trees. And again, it's just adorned with so many magical things, to light up the whole city.
That's fantastic. Any other final words of advice we're getting to the point where you need to be booked for next year or 2026?
Yes, definitely look. There are some promotions coming out. We just started 26 rates for the river cruises. So Viking has so many river cruises. There's probably 70 or more on the European rivers. So book early and lock it in.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for being here. Get better. You got just a couple weeks. We're such a good luck charm. We bring it all on as soon as the camera goes live. But we're so grateful for your partnership and for the fact that you're always here. And we wish you a wonderful holiday season and a happy New Year. And we will see you in 2024. That's for sure. Oh, you guys, I love it. It gets the best of us, right? So many of us know about the European markets, but did you know there are opportunities in the US as well? And this has gotten very, very popular. I think I mentioned on a previous show that the US markets have gotten popular, like even in the Hallmark Channel, right? Everyone's starting to talk about this. So we're seeing more and more of these markets pop up. So if your clients are not interested in traveling overseas for whatever reason, there are local opportunities within the US to send them to different places to experience these. So some of the best are the Downtown Holiday Market in Washington, D.C., the Union Square Market in New York City, the Great Dickens Fair in Daly City, which is just outside of San Francisco. So you compare that with a fantastic stay in the city, which of course has a lot of festive opportunities during this time of year. The Christmas Village in Baltimore, the Old World Christmas Market in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, Kris Kringle Mart in Chicago, the Christmas Village in Philadelphia, the Kris Kringle Mart in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Kirschmarkt in Holland, Michigan, Tomball German Fest in Tomball, Texas, and of course, I had to look up and see in Denver, did we have one? And of course we do, the Denver Kris Kringle Mart. So I haven't been down there yet. Maybe I'll get there in the next week or so. It's been a little chilly outside, but all of these are great opportunities. You can pair a visit to one of these markets with any one of our tour operators that sells U.S. destinations, hotels, things like that. So don't forget about those clients that don't want to leave the country. You guys, it has been a wonderful show today. We thank Tresa Reed for being here. And we know it's a little bit of a short one today, but 'tis the season. We've got stuff to do and people to see and things to do and stuff to sell. So next week, join us for a conversation with Norwegian Cruise Line as we close out the year. It's our last live show of the year, and then we'll see you back here on January 3rd. But we'll see you next week first on December 20th. Thanks so much and have a fabulous rest of your day.